Hello everyone and welcome back to Monsters of the Deep. I'm your temporary host for today, Eric, and here with me is Andrew. Mr.G was supposed to host this episode, but after the end of the last video, he had to go off somewhere. And you see, I think I'm giving Stitch too much screen time, and I don't want him to be accused of being a creator's pet, and at the same time, I don't feel like I'm giving enough screen time to characters from the Black Cauldron, but at the same time, I feel like I'm not striking enough balance between characters from Wreck-It Ralph and characters from Frozen, and you see my problem here, right? Anyway, Mr. G said I could take over today, but I have to take Andrew with me to keep me from, doing something. I forget what he said exactly. So, anyway, today we're talking about octopi. Or octopodes. Or octopuses? Or octopus. Ow, 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 ow! Ow, that hurt. Anyway, octopus is any member of the octopod, thing. They're cephalopods, they're carnivores, they were described in 1818. Hey, that rhymes. And they're found all throughout the oceans. Now octopi, or octopodes, are pretty easily distinct thanks to their very unique body shape that almost looks like something that shouldn't exist. You know, like giant squids. So, anyway, they have 8 hands, or tentacles, whatever they're called. Yeah, tentacles, right. And they have big heads. Octopi use these tentacles to, grab things, I guess. And, they're smart. At least that's what Mr. G tells me. I keep telling him how can a fish be smart, but whenever I say that, he slaps me and tells me, "Wow, okay, Eric, number 1, octopi are smart, and number 2, they're not even fish." And I'm just like, Mr. G, if it breathes water, it's a fish. I mean, jeez, how does he not see that? I mean, then again, he's the same guy who keeps trying to tell me giant squid are real, even though they're not. I mean, what does he think I am? Some sort of, ow, ow, Andrew, what are you, ow, ow! What'd I do that time? Ugh, why do you always get so snippy whenever people insult Mr. G? Sheesh. Anyway, what else? Oh, octopi release a black liquid from their body when they're scared. I think it's called ink. Yeah. I didn't know octopi were where ink came from, but when I told Mr. G about this, he told me that there's a different kinds between natural ink and human ink, but I keep telling him that's ridiculous, and we both know that ink factories just have octopi hanging from ceilings where they get milked like that one episode of SpongeBob with the jellyfish. You know the one I'm talking about! Anyway, what else? Oh yeah, octopi can also change their color on command, like chameleons. Wait, what? I'm being informed that apparently chameleons can't do that. Since when? Sheesh, the world we live in. Chameleons apparently can't change color anymore. What are they gonna tell? Wait, what? They can? They just don't do it as extensively as octopi? What are you talking about? Can they change color or not? Moving on. Anyway, octopi mostly eat things like crabs and lobsters and things like that because they are so fancy. They only eat the good stuff in life like the crab and lobster. How about you save some of the rest of us? Maybe then lobster prices would be lower if it weren't for you stupid suction cup, things. Despite their sadly though, apparently octopi don't really have long lifespans. They die after only a year or two, and they usually die right after breeding. Hey, wait a minute. If they die after breeding, why don't they just stop breeding? There, problem solved. Of all these animals that die after breeding, why don't they just stop breeding? They'd probably become immortal in any case. Yeah. Hey, that gives me an idea. But I'm not telling you what it is. As I said earlier, octopi are very intelligent, being able to open jars and things like that. Ah, please, that has nothing to do with intelligence. I'm pretty sure any brainless drone could do it if you just give them enough time. Oh, and apparently they can escape anything as long as they can fit their beak into it. Oh, that's so impressive. They are so intelligent. No, they're not. They're just stupid fish. All fish are stupid. The only smart things in the ocean are dolphins. Everyone knows that. Now, octopi come in all kinds of sizes. There's regular octopi, giant octopi, which I actually do believe it. It's all like the giant squid. People aren't trying to tell me that there's apparently some magical squid that's the size of a whale. Ooh, yeah, that is so believable. There's also a tiny octopus called the blue Rig Octopus. That looks so pretty. I kind of want to touch it. But according to this note, but according to my note cards, it's venomous. Venomous. Whatever. I don't care. I want to hold it in my hand, see what happens. And there's also a very interesting octopus called the Mimic Octopus, which his main defense mechanism is actually it moves its own body into specific shapes to make itself look like other sea creatures in order to protect itself from predators. It can put its tentacles behind itself to look like a flatfish, or bury itself mostly in the sand and wave its tentacles around to look like a sea snake. Okay, is Mr. G messing with me? Because this thing sounds like something straight out of a cartoon. And I don't know what that picture is right there. Yeah, that's probably a starfish or something. Yeah. Oh well. Mr. G and his silly imaginary animals. Well, I say we look at the cards now. Apparently I have 5 cards to look at. First up, we have a Toxic Terrors card of the blue Rig Octopus. Hey, look at that. They are venomous. Huh. It says it could fit in your hand, but why is that guy's head yellow? Is he SpongeBob? Why? Or is he from that show about the yellow people? The Simpsons? And why is that guy... This card says it could fit in your hand, but why is that guy's head yellow? Is he SpongeBob? Or is he from The Simpsons? I don't know. And on the back, it shows it paralyzing a fish. What is wrong with you? It was just swimming by, you jerk. You know, for being a big jerk, a little jerk, just look at how small you are, I'm giving you a 0 out of 10. How do you like that, you jerk? Okay, next up we got the giant octopus. Oh, this one is also spreading the myth that octopi are smart. Stop calling them smart. They just have big heads. That does not mean that they're smart. Sheesh. Why does everyone insist these guys are smart? For spreading that stupid myth, you also get a 0 out of 10. Next up, we got the deep sea octopus. Oh, so special. All octopi are deep sea. That's kind of where they live. Deep sea. Yeah, the ocean is deep. So therefore, anything that lives in it is a deep sea creature. Do you get it, you card makers? You know what? For a stupid name, you also get a 0 out of 10. Next up, we got the Dumbo Octopus. Dumbo Octopus! Sheesh, grow a spine, man. You're not that stupid. I know I called you brainless earlier, but you're not an idiot. Hey, wait a minute. What's this on the back? Jell-O! That's copyrighted! Copyright infringement! Copyright infringement! You know what? For blatant copyright infringement with both Jell-O and mentioning the words Disney by name, I'm giving this card a 0 out of 10, and I will be seeing a lawyer about this. Next up, we got... Oh, I get it. So they put this thing here instead of Monsters of the Mind because they're trying to make people think that this is real. I told you, that was just a starfish. Really. They really expect me to believe in a creature that can magically change its appearance to look like other animals. Yeah, that is so convincing. I don't know what that picture is on the back of the octopus guy with the head. It's probably a young octopus or something. And that thing up in the upper corner, that's just a flounder after it got attacked. And that thing below, it's just a starfish that lost most of its limbs. Sheesh. You know what? For trying to spread myths that this animal exists, which it wouldn't, and even if it did, why is it here instead of Strange Wonders? Yeah, myth busted. 0 out of 10. Man, these people cannot make good octopi cards. They're all just spreading misinformation or trying to make us believe in fictional creatures. You know what? I'm starting to think that this video is a mistake because these guys clearly don't know what they're talking about. And Mr. G doesn't either. Ow, Andrew! Jerk. Apparently now I'm supposed to talk about their relations with humans. I saw an octopus at an aquarium once. I think you can get strangled by them. They have 8 arms. They gotta do something with them. Apparently the blue octopus can poison you or something. But if you don't live where the areas where they are, then you're in luck. And if you do, just don't go swimming. It's as simple as that. And that is Eric's method for not to get bitten by a blue octopus. People eat octopi? I don't know who would want to eat a tentacle. That sounds disgusting. But whatever. And, octopi appear in a lot of cartoons and movies and things like that. So yeah, I've been Eric, and this has been Andrew. He's mad at me now. So yeah, that's all for this episode of Monsters of the Deep. Next time we're going back to Toxic Terrors. Except we already did a Toxic Terrors in this video, so what's the point? Apparently next time we're talking about something called the Cabre? Cabre? What are these words? Why do animals always have to have such stupid names? Like, I mean, what kind of name is Velociraptor anyway? I mean, why would you make a name that starts with a V? Veloca? Did a Russian guy want to lock something or something? Hey, where'd Andrew go? Oh well. Anyway, I'll see you guys next time. I hope Mr. G finishes up whatever he's doing by then, because quite frankly, this was a painful experience for everyone. Bye! And I am also trying to figure out how to solve the love triangle between Marie, Oliver, and Todd, but quite frankly, I don't know what to do, because it seems like the comments prefer one thing, but I want to do another thing, and I don't know who to please at this point. And also, I have no idea what to do with the fact that I just found out that Buzz Lightyear is actually secretly Woody's father the whole time. And I mean, what am I supposed to do with that information without making it sound forced and stupid? Well, Catherine, that was some interesting, problems. But first of all, I think you should consider that there are several plot threads you still have up in the air. Like, you still have yet to resolve the fact that Wreck-It Ralph went off to fight the evil Mike Wazowski clones who are trying to take over the kingdom of Frozen Place, and, they still haven't done anything with that in a while. And also, I think you need to realize that you still haven't done anything with the fact that Minnie Mouse is actually secretly the mother of Goofy's son. And also, when are you gonna resolve that plotline of that Lightning McQueen got kidnapped by Elsa in order to freeze him and turn him into a snowplow? And furthermore,